Okay, so you guys know I'm a gig worker, right? And I've been warning you for the last couple of weeks that I had been seeing something. When they tell you there's going to be a shortage, there's going to be a shortage. See behind me? See the top of this shelf? Normally, and I'm in the canned foods aisle, normally this shelf is topped off with overstock. It's all gone. So, yeah, is there a shortage coming? There's a shortage coming. I'm also noticing and I'm in Walmart, I'm shopping an order for a customer. I will also tell you what is becoming very light is the dry pasta. There's been holes in that for the last week. So y'all need to stock up. Now is the time to do it. I definitely would be doing that because this is a sign that the holes on the supermarket shelf are going to be getting even more.
International ports are shutting down, migrant workers are gone, and food prices are about to skyrocket. And we are going to hurt. But you know who's not going to hurt? The 1%. You know how Trump has said he does better in the bad times? They like to manufacture crises to line their pockets while we starve. This collapse is not an accident. It is being very methodically manufactured on purpose by the 1% so that they can do a mass land grab, business grab, because the guys at the top are going to be able to survive this. We won't. The mom and pop stores, the people struggling to pay their mortgages, and the large property grabbing companies are going to swoop up people's homes when they can't afford them. This also allows them to buy up smaller businesses and create huge corporate monopolies. While we're rationing our groceries, living paycheck to paycheck, they're going to be investing in a historically low stock market that's going to skyrocket as they buy up all the homes and businesses. If you want a full breakdown of what the first few months or next few months are going to look like with these shortages, the next 6 months, the next year, next 2 years, all the way to the next 4 years, I just wrote a whole Substack article about what this economic collapse might look like and how that's going to affect everyday people. This was so preventable, and it is being done on purpose because these greedy motherfuckers want to own everything.
Hey y'all, I just want to go ahead and start off by saying that this video is not to create fear or fear mongering or to cause you to go out and clear store shelves. I am simply telling you, if you have not already started preparing and your home is not fully prepped or somewhat prepped, please make sure that you have at least 2 weeks, even 4 weeks worth of food in your home. The more, the better. If you eat rice, beans, canned meat, pick up those items a little bit at a time. Dollar Tree is also a great place to prep. I'm saying this because there is a possibility that store shelves will start being empty. Cannot say for sure, but I do want to put that message out so that you're able to prepare accordingly. The CEOs of both Target, Walmart, and Home Depot have had a sit-down meeting with Trump to let him know that there is a possibility of empty store shelves. Now, these store shelves are facing the possibility of being empty because of the 145% tariffs and trade policies that have been implemented. Not only will you possibly see empty store shelves, but you also will be seeing price increases, which we have seen come up and down depending on the item, as well as supply chain disruptions. So please keep this in mind. Again, prepare accordingly. Don't clear store shelves. Let's not have a repeat of 2020 where we're hoarding toilet paper but aren't like having food in our home, because what good is toilet tissue if you don't have the food prepped in your home to eat?
So listen, if y'all think it's a game, when that top shelf, see that top shelf? When that top shelf starts to be bare, that's how you know they don't have a lot of overhead. Okay? So, don't be reactive, be proactive. Just come pick you up a couple of things, because this Walmart is not bad. Now that top shelf look a fool on this aisle, but the other aisles don't look that bad. But there is a shortage. They not gonna tell you, but it is. And I'm gonna show you. Don't let these people tell you that it's just a game. That top shelf
tells it all. Okay? So give it a week. And when you go in the store, look at the top shelf. If it's empty, okay. Go pick you up a couple of non-perishable items. You know, just some rice, some noodles, you know, a couple of canned goods. Just to be on the safe side. It's better to be prepared than not prepared, okay? Cool.
Tariff shortages are coming, and if you don't stock up now, you're going to be paying triple or fighting for scraps later. This is your warning. Share, repost, and let's talk about it. We're not just talking about inconvenience. We're talking about the basics for survival disappearing from the shelves. Prices are already rising because of the supply chain breakdowns and tariffs. And the harder it gets to import, ship, and stock supplies, the harder it's going to be for you to survive. Ask yourself right now, what are you doing to get ready? Here's what's about to vanish or triple in price. Morale boosters like coffee and tea, cereal grains, bread, oats, rice, and pasta, dairy products, fruits and vegetables, core protein sources like pork, beef, and seafood. We're already seeing the U.S. beef supply strain because of the heavy reliance on imports. And if you don't have a direct source like a local farmer or rancher, you'll be stuck paying premium prices or going without. But it's not only the food. Expect severe shortages in diapers and baby supplies, laundry soap, and personal hygiene items, all critical products to avoid illness and disease. Clothing and footwear, especially for the growing kids. Electronics, appliances, and basic home goods. Now think medical equipment, solar panels, batteries, furnaces, water heater, air conditioning, refrigeration. It's not just the finished products. You have to keep in mind the imported components for products made in America as well. Unless this is all turned around, the shortages are coming. Stock up, lock in your essentials, because in a real crisis, the prepared don't panic, they survive.
Hi folks, so the United States is going to start seeing shortages in all kinds of products, mainly because of the trade dispute with things that are kind of hitting the fan right now. So I want to do a video on what kind of things from a grocery perspective the United States is going to start seeing problems getting, or they're certainly going to go up in price because of scarcity. And I've got a list of some of them, and these are products which are imported heavily into the United States, just to give you an idea. Now, the example I would give is this. Can you remember during COVID-19, some things were hard to get because of the supply chain issues? The same thing is going to happen to the United States, probably starting now, to be honest, because it takes so long to ship some of this stuff. So I've got a list of some things. Again, these are heavily imported products into the United States. And so if you did want to stock up, you can, or this is where areas where you're going to see food scarcity. First one is actually beef, believe it or not. Beef, US does actually export a lot of its beef. It doesn't do it domestically. Seafoods, cereals, avocados, tomatoes, berries, cucumbers, sugar, orange juice, and celery. And those are just a few examples of fruit and vegetables. I wanted to focus on fruit and vegetables for the most part. And of course, beef being the big meat one there as well. So just remember your COVID-19 experiences on trying to get things. This is about to start to happen in the United States now because of the issues relating to tariffs and how tariffs affect supply chains. Folks, my name is Nick. This is my opinion. Please let me know what you think in the comments.
So I'm in Dollar General, or Dollar Tree rather. The shelves are bare. You think that these tariffs and the stuff that we get from China is not coming because the shelves are bare. I have never seen it this empty. This is crazy. It's almost like pandemic level. There's nothing in here.
Get ready to start seeing some empty shelves because the trade war Donald Trump started with China is about to hit. Yes, cargo ships and vessels coming into some of the largest ports in the United States are seeing incredibly reduced traffic. And this is going to have an impact of immense scale, COVID plus scale, on retailers. Retailers such as Target, Walmart, Home Depot, those CEOs have already sat down with Trump and said, we are going to see empty shelves. And if you look at ports like the one in Shanghai in China, It's bustling. It's busy. But you look at the ones in Los Angeles, in California, huge reduction, up to 35-40% in reduction in ships and cargo. And some of those ships are sailing with empty cargo bins. It takes a long time. It takes weeks to bring product over from China to the United States. So these tariffs, people are not going to be buying this product. People in small businesses and even everyday businesses are not going to be buying these products, because why would you place an order for something that could have a 145% tariff, especially when the guy in charge could undo it tomorrow? We are going to see a huge disruption in the supply chain. Truck drivers are going to lose their job. Longshoremen are going to lose their job. They already cut 20,000 people from UPS because of Amazon shipments being down. Like, this is going to be a catastrophe. So I'm not saying panic buy, but you might want to purchase and pick up an extra thing or here or there, some shelf-stable consumables, big bags of rice, some peanut butter, some things like that, just so you make sure that you and your family are covered. Because coming really soon, in a matter of days and weeks, we are going to start seeing products that we're used to seeing every single day. They're not going to be around anymore, all thanks to Donald Trump.
It's really crazy to me that people aren't freaking out about the fact that basically all American stores are going to be empty in like 5 or 6 weeks, just because our president's tariffs essentially doubles anything that's not from America in price, meaning that any sensible business owner could not buy any foreign good to sell anymore, right? So what does that mean? That means that the stores are just going to be empty. Okay, people are panic buying stuff because they know this is coming, and they're not going to have anything to replace it. All we have is our American companies, and American companies just do not cover the full range of stuff that America buys. Okay, and given the fact that the president is actively bullying companies for informing their customers about why things are going to be more expensive, everything's just going to be empty and no one's going to understand why. So I'm telling you now, and I'm also telling you, if you have any kind of savings whatsoever, don't save up for the vacation, save up for like toilet paper, canned foods, and things like that, because America's going to have nothing pretty soon.
Why did I have to play supermarket hide and seek this morning? Oh, that's right, Dementia Dawn's Tariff War. I had to go to 3 different grocery stores this morning. Not for fun, not because I needed something to do, just for basic things. And guess what? Shelves starting to get bare. Freezers starting to get empty. Prices are disrespectful. Remember when tariffs were just a political buzzword? But now we're full-blown into this tariff war with China. But see, here's the real tea. Tariffs mean higher costs for you and for me. Companies are not going to eat those costs. They're going to pass them on to you and I. You know why? Because the American way is to pass it on to the consumer. That apple you used to get for $1, $2.50 now. If you can even find an apple, beloved. When imports slow down and the prices shoot up, those shelves don't lie to you. They're telling you that this leadership ain't working for us. Is anybody else starting to see the impacts of tariffs in their grocery store? Because I am, and I'm tired already.